okay? All right, hello Lo, hello Nora. Okay, I think today we only got a few members over here. So just type a 1 for me if my screen and audio is okay. Right, so today we're going to cover back again, the topic that we do discuss last Friday during our orientation. So we're going to look into market reversal by using market stages and the trend line indicators. Okay, by using these two indicators, we're able to spot, okay, some sort of like a reversal is coming, especially when the markets overall is moving into this downtrend or bearish. Okay, so okay, we're gonna start right now. Again, just want to do a quick confirmation. Hopefully Chu or Tony can confirm with me if my sound is okay by typing a 1 for me. Okay, thank you, Lo. So okay, I will start my section right now over here. So again, this is the slides that we have go through during the orientations training on last Friday. So for members, if let's say you haven't attended the section, remember you go to the Telegram channels again to watch for the recording. Now I will go through the slides again, but in a very short version. Okay, I'll go explain again what's the things we want to look for, and later on I'll go into TradeVSA system and screener, to show you step by step how we look for a trade setup. Okay, I think I do prepare a few counters that is worth for us to study. Okay, by looking into the setups overall. Okay, by looking into the markets today. Right. So first of all, again, I'll go through what is identify trend again by using the market stages. Okay, the cycle, everything is important. And how to spot the main resistance, okay, by using trend line. Okay, now do you remember trend line is lagging indicators? Okay, I think I got some questions for members saying that why trend line actually they just change, okay, after several days. Okay, trend line actually is a lagging indicators, because they actually need to have some sort of like a movement in terms of the candles, then only they change. Okay, but again, that's why we are not using the trend line for our main entry and exit. Okay, and as my first few slides over there on Friday section, I says that okay, this method is not for you to enter or exit, but it's to identify the setups. So we are using this trend line just to monitor two things: where is the main support, where is the main resistance. So by combining these two, then we can use it for our reversal setups. Okay, so today I will go through again the screener, okay, and how I look for the trade setups, okay, by using these two indicators. Okay, so okay, now again, just a quick reminder, this method that we discussed today is not for you to enter exit. Okay, we are looking for chart setups, okay, to enhance your winning rates. Okay, so especially for new members, please continue to use the pendulum guided trading rules, okay, to help you out. Okay, you can combine with reversal with pullback, reversal with pendulum guided. Okay, so for new members, continue to use the pendulum guided trading portfolio systems. Okay, now again, this is what we call the market stages. Okay, the first areas to look into. Let me bring my pens up. Okay, the first area you usually want to look for a potential reversal area is from the oversold areas. Okay, now if you look into the KLCI chart, okay, KLCI chart or the FKI chart, okay, by using this market stages indicator, actually both of them are already in the oversold areas. So that's why market likely to make a technical rebound. Okay, hopefully it can last 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, so we can have this very short-term bull trend. Okay, overall market is still bearish. Okay, but we are hoping that they are moving into the uptrend for 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, now market usually in this area here which drop sharply. Okay, again, this is what happened to KRSE and the FKLI. Subsequently rebound. Okay, this is the area that we are looking for. Okay, and slowly going back into the positive area. Okay, now I know currently I only got like 7 members with me right now. Okay, but just wondering, anyone here don't know how to read the market stages indicator? By type a 1 for me. It's okay, right? You just type a 1 for me, then you let me know which part that you don't really understand. Okay, so that we can go through this again. Okay, any members? Okay, so I assume everyone is okay. Am I right? Type a 1 for me if let's say okay. You all know how to read the market stages. Okay, type a 1 for me. Okay, no reply. Okay, yes, Tony. It's always good to do a recap. Okay, thanks. All right. So okay, this is actually the middle line, which is representing 0. Okay, the black color lines, right? So anything above this 0 line, this is what we call the positive line. Okay, sorry, the positive areas. Okay, so which means that if let's say you see your candles started to move up, which means they are above support. Okay, one thing probably they are above support. If let's say you see some green bars here, they are trending. Okay, they are trending. So anything below here is they are below support. Okay, so few things in my watch out, probably there's distribution, or maybe they are doing a wash or shakeout. Okay, so this will be this area over here. Now, if let's say the green bar, okay, above the positive area, which is this area over here, they are trading above these red color lines, which means they are in overbought market condition. Okay, which means their stock is in a very good momentum right now. And this is the area that you want to be careful on distribution. Okay, now anyone here can help me how to confirm if let's say here is distribution, what's the things that we should look for? Okay, any members want to help me out? If let's say the green bar above the positive area hit the red lines, what is the things we should look for to confirm the distribution? Yes, correct. So UT is one of the, I think, yes, Doreen and this is Zanali, all right. So yes, Tony, correct. Okay, so UT is one of the sign, okay, to tell you that yeah, potentially there's distribution is coming, right? I think one of the very good example lately is Hangman. Okay, I think I do cover on Friday as well. So yeah, community bar also needs to be careful, correct? Okay, so this is some of the weakness, okay, that you want to be careful. Okay, again, same thing, just the opposite. Okay, if let's say the bar drop below the oversold areas, you want to look for maybe some strength. Potentially they got some technical rebounds coming. A spring perhaps a high volume bar will help. Okay, in this case, or maybe a green pentagon as your confirmation on the oversold is over. Maybe a technical rebound is coming. Okay, so that's why like I say, especially like in this so-called the reversal patterns, we want to see there is a sharp drop in the market, so subsequently they try to make it back to the previous support level, which is turned to the resistance. All right, so now combining with trend line, this is what we want to look into as well, is to we want to see whether the trend overall is changing or not. Okay, I think one of the good I think it's Pelican, if I'm mistaken. We can take a look into Pelican, because yesterday during my live Facebook session, I think someone asked me about Pelican. But Pelican, if I based on yesterday candles, which is closing on Monday, overall they are still in downtrend. Okay, they haven't really crossed the main resistance. But today morning, if not mistaken, when I check, they actually crossed the resistance, which is over here. Okay, again, the next thing is that we don't want to see uptrust, right? Because here usually uptrend representing there might be a continuation in downtrend again. So pretty similar like Swift. Okay, Swift also it tried to challenge the resistance, but in the end they close with the uptrust. Okay, so this is an area that you always want to be careful, because resistance is an area that a lot of people might sell in. Okay, if let's say you spot some weaknesses at resistance, price unlikely to go further. Okay, it will continue in this downtrend. Okay, so remember a few things. Purple, okay, this is the purple color in trend line. Okay, this is the main resistance, main support. Okay, if let's say, for example, over here, let me just put my pens over here. Okay, anything that trading over here, okay, let's say this is uptrend, is strong uptrend. Okay, below here is weak weak uptrend. Okay, just the opposite. Let's say this is downtrend chart. Anything above here is weak downtrend. Anything below here is strong downtrend. Okay, so this case here, because I say we want to focus on reversal, you have to come with a sharp drop. So which means we want to see a strong downtrend in the chart. Okay, followed by they're showing going back up. Now some of the stock actually they got a pretty big range. Okay, I think example, I can't recall right now. If I got example, I'll show you all later on. But some of the range is pretty big. Okay, so for example, it can be like 30% of range. Okay, so sometimes, like for example, this middle range is above here is 15%, below here is 15%. Okay, so within this range itself, you also can do trading because it gives you a good risk to reward. Okay, assuming this is a big range. Okay, some range is very narrow. I think like if you see JCY before they cross and break the resistance, the range is pretty narrow. Okay, maybe it's just like 10%. Okay, this range. So the upper range is only 5%, the below range is only 5%. So sometimes this kind of range is not worth to trade within the trend itself. Okay, but this topic will leave it to other days. Okay, so maybe if I spot more of this example, I will share with more. Okay, but at the moment you focus the whole support and resistance first. Okay. All right, let me know if you got any questions. Just let me erase all here, then we can continue. Okay, so again, this is one of the example by using trend line. So this is the middle of the line. Okay, main resistance. If let's say the break here, which means overall support is gone. Okay, break above here is showing some trending. Okay, in terms of the trends overall. Okay, now this is the things we want to look for today. Okay, again, like I said, reversal from downtrend to uptrend, because KLIC at the moment right now, obviously is in bearish market. So most of the stock actually dropped sharply since last 2 weeks and last week. And now seems like some of them actually doing some technical rebound. Okay, we want to see a sharp drop, which is they are trading below this midline. Okay, and then they're slowly going back to here and break the main resistance. Okay, again, this is very important because let's say this failed to break and you got uptrust over here, likely this is a continuation of the downtrend. Okay, you want to see some good bar crossing here, high volume, so they got chance to try on the next resistance. Okay, now if you look into like TAFI, the other day it break up with 30%. After like I think like 2 or 3 days some pullbacks. Okay, today I think they are still trying to cross the resistance. Okay, if not mistaken, today just now before I start the section here, they actually up around like 6%. Okay, after the confirmation of change of trend, but there's a big resistance over there. Okay, again, some of the example later on we can go through. Okay, so this is one example. Now combining this both, okay, this is what we want to look for. Okay, the sound reversal. So sharp drop first thing. Okay, we want to look for a sharp drop. Market stages in the oversold. Okay, which is indicating the bottom is near. Okay, but don't assume it's near. Okay, don't assume this is over. Okay, because of the candles over here, we want to look for sound strength. Okay, just the opposite of overbought. Okay, we look for uptrends in high volume or climatic volume. Same things. Okay, in oversold areas, we want to look for spring, and we want to look for the climatic volume. Okay, on down bar. So reversal happen when the bar turns into gray areas. So this is the one gray bars. Okay, trying to turn into the positive. Now this is the area that most of the time you will see green pentagons. Okay, I think like JCY, it shows green pentagon in these areas. TAFI, if not mistaken, I think even like scan roof. Okay, it actually shows some green pentagon in this area as well. So likely you will see, they're able to try and challenge the next resistance pretty soon. So look out for breakout, okay, a resistance using the trend line, okay, to confirm the reversal. Okay, now so far any questions before we go into the screener? Okay, so far got any questions here? So far okay, right? On this indicators like trend lines and the market stages. Okay, good. So okay, now let's move to our this screener. Again, log into VSA 360 dashboard. Okay, in this homepage, there are a few things that we want to look into. First of all, KLCI. Okay, so obviously KLCI is still in red. Okay, but later on we'll go to TradingView to check the trend line and market stages too. Okay, now let's go to the sector indices again. Okay, so far I think closing on yesterday, the technology looks like it turns to green pentagons. Okay, so far I only got one. Okay, so which is technology just turned yesterday. Click on the chart here. Okay, overall still in downtrend. Okay, you can notice there's a very clear downtrend, right? So hopefully we can see at least few days, okay, 1 week, of potential small uptrends coming, and they try on the resistance. Okay, so probably you want to focus a little bit on the tech counters. okay, overall. So if you look into this is FKLI, I think I just use this FKLI here because KLC I don't have volume in trading view. So again, if you notice, they're actually still trading below, okay, the major trend line here, sorry, the major resistance, and they just cross this middle line, okay, of this range. Okay, this is cross. Now, this is what I mean. Sometimes the range here is big, like for example, from here to here, it gives you around like 6%. It's not that big, okay, but in terms of futures market is it's a good range, okay, because this gives you, I think, around like 185 points. Okay, so it's a big range for the futures market. So in this case over here, most of the time, let's say they cross the middle line, okay, which is somewhere from here. Okay, they can try and retest on the next resistance. Okay, so we want to careful the uptrust here. Okay, now why this is an important resistance to look into, again, if we go back to what we shared previously about gap up and gap down, here we got one gap down. Gap down usually is the area of representing that there is slightly a resistance coming. And if I draw this major resistance from this trend line over here, so it kind of like tells us that this is the area that you want to look for potential uptrust. Okay, so far you're clear why I watch out this area. Type a 1 for me, yes. Type a 2 for me, no. Type a 1 for me, yes. Type a 2 for me, no. If you clear, type 1. If you're not clear why this area, type 2. Okay, so far I got Tony, Doreen, Joseph. Okay, right. So I hope the rest of members is okay. Okay, for those that were watching recording, if you got a question about this too, don't worry. You can give me a text, then I will try to explain to you. Okay, on this part here. Okay, so all right. So let's say if you look into market stages as well, looks like they are at this oversold. Like for example, here previously we got some oversold, right? So market rebound slightly. Okay, continue. Okay, but again, okay, now this is one of the things that I do cover in Friday training, and I think on yesterday live Facebook too, I do cover this. Okay, if you follow me. Now, what is the problem with this area? Can anyone share with me? Okay, I think this is overall not a very good and perfect setups. Okay, but this is like a drop, and they are doing some technical rebound, right? So entering around here, what is the main issue? Okay, can anyone share with me? I think on yesterday's section I do cover it, and the Friday section I do cover as well. Okay, why this area is better than this area? Okay, can anyone answer me this? Okay, my question is this. Okay, now here got some reversal setups, right? For example, oversold. Okay, here also got oversold. Of course, here is a bigger one. Okay, but why this area is better compared to here? Okay, this one also go up, but go up like 1 or 2 bar, then after that they drop again. Okay, so why this area here is not ideal? Anyone want to try? How about Zanali? Doreen, James? Any other members here? How about Gilbert? Nora, you want to try? Or maybe Laihi? The volume, not really on the volume part. Okay, below 2040 MA, so without high volume. Okay, now reversal, most of the time they are slightly below 2040s. Okay, that's why reversal from downtrend to uptrend, right? Because they are below 2040s. Okay, now beside volume, I think volume not much problem over here. Okay, but there's one more things. SOW, not really on the SOW. Okay, now the problem here is your risk to reward. Okay, remember in the market stages not confirmed. Actually, this is a big drop already. Okay, but again, if you go back to the slide or maybe the section that I shared, right? One of the very first criteria is what? Market must drop sharply. Okay, so if you notice over here, this is not a sharp drop. Okay, yes, it's oversold, but it's not a very sharp drop. Okay, and it's coming from the first support level. Okay, so most of the time, for example, this is just an estimation, doesn't mean it's correct, but most of the time I would like to see a big drop, like for example here is a 50% drop, okay, and you got chance to see a technical rebound of 20 to 25%. Okay, so assuming this drop over here, okay, this drop over here from here to here is only 4%. So market up only like few percent. Okay, you get what I mean? So here it doesn't give you a very good potential profits for you. Okay, type of 1 if you understand this, type of 2 if you need me to repeat. Okay, again, this is similar. There's one member asked me about the macro e-mini. She trade in 1 minute. Okay, the setup is correct, okay, which is from here, but overall their risk to reward is not there. Okay, so it hit the resistance easily and subsequently it reversed and continue in the downtrend. Okay, so far Nora, okay. How about other members? Okay, hopefully it's clear for you. All right, so this is overall for FKLI, so that's why you know, they are actually in oversold area at the moment, and now seems like slowly turning to green pentagon. Okay, so at the moment, of course, now it's 320. Okay, from TradingView chart, we still can see a green pentagon. Hopefully, the closing of today, we will see KLSC turns to green pentagon as well. So you know, we got a very short-term bullish trends coming for KLCI. Okay, ZXM pressure high, Delta peak 2. Which one? Okay, overall trend, I still think that yes, it's a downtrend. Okay, but we are looking for something like here. Okay, a short-term trading opportunities. Okay, of course for those that who are looking for long. Anyway, in KSC, we only can look for long. Okay, so that's why we are looking for this area over here. So if not, you can actually follow, like, you know, see Fufu what he do. Okay, for Hang Seng. Okay, you can actually trade their call warrants for call and put warrants, okay, for up and down markets. So all right, after we go through the sectors already, let's go to the Pentagon screener. We want to look for some stocks, okay, to look into. Okay, of course, like I say, I think tech is the one that turning into green pentagons right now. So maybe our attentions will be more in the tech. Okay, of course, if let's say you don't look, you cannot spot any good one in tech. Okay, don't force yourself to do the trades. You still can look for others. Okay, so I already got some lists over here. Again, all these counters actually picked from the Pentagon screener. Okay, same things. I will focus those that in red, ST and LT, because we want to see downtrend. Okay, and it turns to green pentagon. Okay, so we want to see what is going on in the chart. I think Penta kind of fit the criteria, but Penta previously they already changed the trends already. Okay, I think like this is back to 1 or 2 months ago. So this is the areas that actually make a big change of trend. So okay, now one of the tricks that I think you can do is that, like for example, like I said, trend line is a bit lagging. Okay, it lagged like 1 or 2 days. If let's say there's big change in the candles, okay, then they will change accordingly. Okay, so this is trend line is for us to look for a support resistance, right? So if let's say, for example, you want to look for the previous trend line, okay, you click on this replay bar in TradingView, then you go to the previous green pentagons area. Okay, so this is previous green pentagons, right? You click here, 16 March. Okay, then you can check, okay, the trend line you know, clearly, okay, at the particular time. Okay, so for me, the trend actually changed from here. Notice the first green pentagon, okay, cross the main resistance, okay, and the volume is increasing. The bar also turning from red to gray in market stages. Okay, again, this is indicating there's a good chance, okay, for the stocks to make some reversal from here. Okay, now I think overall for Penta, they already kind of like change a little bit of the trends already, now kind of like moving sideways. So we can use the same support resistance to look for it. This is the resistance area. Okay, support area should be, you know, from the line change. Sorry, from this green pentagons areas. Okay, so overall they are not in the downtrend anymore. Okay, for Penta at the moment. All right, so next one, we go back to our Pentagon screener. Me and Emilius, I think the setup is not that ideal. If let's say look into Ramsol, okay, click on Ramsol. Okay, so overall from this technology, the FA is pretty good. Okay, 4 out of 8. Okay, this is based on the Smart Ruby ratings. And let's say from these technologies here, we got 109 technology stocks in KRSE. They actually rank 34. Okay, software wise, 34, 6 out of 34. Okay, so pretty good. It's in green panel right now. I mean, yeah, it actually comes from the green panel screener, but overall it's still negative. Okay, which means the background still weak. Okay, but it's in green pentagon. So like I said, you know, we want to look for something that is weak in the background, but they're turning to green pentagons. So let's look into REMSO. Okay, so again, what do you think? Do you think there is a change of trend in this area here? Type 1 yes, type 2 no. Okay, do you think there's a change of trend for REMSO right now? Okay, do you spot any like reversal? You know, the one that we mentioned, you know, sharp drop, oversold market stages, cross resistance. Okay, you can spot the 3 things in REMSO. Okay, anyone? Just want to check, is my audio still okay? Okay, all right, Doreen. Okay, thank you, Doreen. Okay, now you see, right? So first, a sharp drop. Okay, yes, but volume still low. Yes, correct. Now that's why in these patterns, right? In these patterns, you don't expect a genuine reversal. Okay, you don't expect a genuine reversal because market likely to go down again. Okay, but like I say, because we are trading KSC market, sometimes yes, yeah, technical rebound, correct. Sometimes we have to learn technical rebound. Okay, maybe you want to earn like, you know, the 5, 6, 10% with this period of time. Okay, the real reversal will happen when there's huge volume coming in. Okay, so for example, in this case over here, I haven't really seen the high volume yet. Okay, but at the moment, if you look into here, yes, we got this trend line actually cross. Okay, you can see a sharp drop in this period of time, right? High volume and market stages below. Okay, oversold area, subsequently crossing with green pentagon. Okay, so hopefully you will try on this next resistance. Okay, a small pullback will help tomorrow to ensure there's lower risk. Okay, do we need to wait for high volume only to enter our trade? In this case, I think no need to wait for the high volume because it just, we want to trade on the temporary rebound. Okay, but again, let's say, if let's say for especially for new members, you still follow the Pentagon guided rules, which is you follow the KRSC green Pentagon, then you follow the criteria. Okay, to ensure that the momentum is stronger. Okay, the momentum is maybe, you know, at least last for a few weeks. All right. So for me, no need to wait for the highest volume because sometimes highest volume, it may come when the price really drop at the bottoms. Okay, I think most of the stock right now is still in redistribution areas. Okay, we still haven't seen that yet. Okay, now if you look into like Hong Kong, okay, HKEX stocks, okay, most of them actually, I can say they are in the accumulations already. Okay, for example, let's say look into Tencent. Oops, sorry. Okay, if you look into Tencent chart, okay, you can notice here we got some high volumes. Okay, we got some high volumes over here, so that's why the price able to stop. Okay, and they're moving into like sideways. Okay, here is another one. Okay, notice the high volumes and it just sideways for a while. Okay, here high volume, it might sideways again for a while. Okay, so at the moment we still haven't seen this kind of high volume yet. All right, so we want to see more in KRC chart right now. Okay, so far we have good 2 counters. One is Penta, REMSO. Okay, I think REMSO, their change of trend is quite obvious. Okay, overall. Okay, in terms of the setup. Okay, Penta actually really changed. Now they are moving like sideways. Okay, now if you look into the others, okay, let's look into Tafi. Tafi is the one that again we do discuss the other day. Okay, so today again solid up around like 7%. Okay, so this is what I mean, that they have a very good profit for you to consider. Okay, now if you realize the trend line actually changed already. Okay, again, trend line is lagging. Few days later it will change according to candles. So if you want to get the more accurate one, click on replay. go to this pentagon bar, click on this pentagon bar. Okay, so it will draw the trend line exactly before the green pentagon's bar. Okay, so from here you move slowly, 1, 2. Okay, realize this is the one that you actually cross the main resistance. Okay, you understands, right, by typing another one for me why I go to replay and go to the pentagon's bar. Okay, so that we can get the real resistance, okay, before the sound strength. Okay, we can get the real resistance before the sound strength. Okay, now the other one is JCY. Okay, I'll share with you because this is some of the list that actually I do filter out already. Okay, again, you can do your own homework by using the green pentagon screener. Okay, if you got questions, just let me know. Okay, so from there, I will try my best to reply you through WhatsApp, or maybe we can do a short Zoom section, okay, if you want to. Now, again, going back to JCY, because, okay, if I go to the current chart setups, okay, you notice that the trend line changed already. Okay, the trend line actually changed. This is the resistance, right? So what I do, I go to replay bar, I click on the green pentagons. Okay, so from here, then I know already this is the previous main resistance before the green pentagons. Okay, so again, I draw here, I just want to mark it, and I click next. Okay, now this is the first bar. It changed the main trends. Okay, the short-term downtrend, okay, to the uptrend. Okay, so looks like we got 2-day pullbacks. Okay, hopefully this volume here remains to be low. Okay, and hopefully it can try on the next resistance. Okay, so somewhere around this area. Okay, so from here to here, maybe they can get around like 17, 16, or maybe like 15% for me. Okay, again, this is the area that you want to watch out for potential upthrust. Okay, potential upthrust in this area. Okay, last one from my list before I go to some Q&A if you have for me is scan move. Okay, click scan move. Okay, now again, you all tell me, do you see the reversal is coming for scan move? Yes or no? Okay, remember the 3 things. One is a sharp drop. All right. And what happens after sharp drops? Okay, market stages oversold, right? Okay, don't say yes, then say yes. Okay, yep. And the third one is the trend line, right? So seems like today cross. Okay, today up around 4% plus. All right, so here we got a sharp drop. This is what I mean, a sell off. Okay, it crossed below the middle trend line. Okay, so oversold in this area. Okay, so this is the area that like we mentioned, it's not a very good idea to trade. Okay, here this is also, maybe you can say, okay, this is a sharp drop as well, but this is a first drop. Okay, and it reverse continue. Okay, so this is more rooms, okay, for us to do for the trades, right? So again, let's see how it goes. Okay, now it's already 3:30. Hopefully we won't see any upthrust like Swift. Okay, let's go back to Swift. Okay, notice here there's upthrust over here. So usually got upthrust, we try to avoid first. Okay, because likely they will continue in this downtrend again. Okay, but the sell is pretty good. Okay, the sell over here is pretty good. Okay, market stages is very bearish. Okay, hopefully we'll see a green pair coming back here. So we will see some inverse pullback. Okay, Opcom is one of them. Okay, notice here Opcom. Okay, but the background didn't come with a big sell-off here. Okay, here we got one. Okay, after it crossed the trend line, okay, price able to move higher. So okay, if I erase all, I go to replay, I put back these green pentagons. Okay, so you can notice this is the previous resistance, right, before the green pentagons, right? So again, I move my candles. This is the one that it actually crossed. Okay, after the green pentagon, next day it crossed the main resistance. Okay, and subsequently the price able to test higher. Okay, so hopefully you can see that coming back again for Opcom. I think like scam move also got a very good chance too. All right, So, okay, any questions so far regarding the reversal patterns? Okay, any questions? Or maybe you got any stocks that you think is worth for us to monitor, okay, based on the setup that we discussed today. Okay, probably you can take one or two before we end our section here. Focus lumber. Okay, let's try. Okay, focus lumber. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same things. Okay, which is I'm going to use the replay buttons over here, and I'll pull back. Okay, this because the green pack I returned 2 days ago. Okay, but I think the trend still remain the same because it didn't make a big changes. Okay, so yeah, the trend still remain the same. Okay, now again, I'm not sure if, let's say, James, you're looking for entry or exit. Now, if you're looking for entry, can anyone share with me why this trade okay to look for entry and why this trade is not okay, right, to look for entry? Okay, assuming you're looking for this trade right now. Okay, do you think is it good to enter? Yes or no? Okay, again, we are purely looking into the setup right now. Okay, there's no wrong or right answer, but just that, I want to see, in terms of risk to reward in terms of setups. Okay, so what do you think? You think this is a good setups? Better to wait till close gap. Okay, now beside gaps, any other things that we should look for? Okay, I think there's one thing that, remember, I mentioned about risk to reward. Okay, this is not a sharp drop, right? This is like a first drop from the I'm not sure this is distribution of reaccumulations. Okay, but this is a support. Okay, this is like a first drop. Okay, sometimes first drop they test, another big drop is coming. Okay, when a big drop happens, then only you will see a longer inverse pullback. Okay, probably I share with you here lah. One of the very obvious example is let's try this counters. Okay, maybe I give example in this case. Okay, mostly this will happen. Okay, mostly this will happen. So, okay, for example, right, you are looking into this, this is Spring West. Okay, we are looking in this particular periods. Okay, so here goes up. Okay, we do notice here we got one upthrust, drop. Okay, it looks like distribution. Okay, but they up for a few days. Okay, now if you look into here, this is a first bar that actually drop support, make an inverse pullback, and this is a so-called a small range. Okay, what happens after that? A bigger range is coming. Okay, and chances for you to make an inverse pullback is better. Okay, notice from this range, right, from here it dropped almost 35%, but when you go back up from here to here, it's almost equals, okay, to like 35-36%. Okay, so if you go back to like focus lumber, okay, go to the latest chart. So this one looks like a the first small range. Okay, so of course this one I expect they do a shakeout. Okay, I think a shakeout is slightly better in this case. Okay, because they are actually in the sideway right now. Okay, chin belt. Let's do the chin belt. Chin belt is not reversal anymore. Okay, this is in the uptrend already. Now it kind of similar like CFM. Now this is what we call shakeout. So for focus lumber, I prefer to use shakeout. Okay, again today our topic is more on reversal. So shakeout is something like this. This is sideway. Okay, we got 1, 2. Okay, price goes up, it tests, lots of sound strength, pretty good. You notice the market stages. This is one way to use market stages. Now today what we learned is reversal, right? From red to green, that's reversal. Okay, from green to gray, okay, this is pullback. Okay, so 3 ways to use it. Hopefully you all still remember. Okay, again, you can go back to the training videos that we do for market stages, the 3 ways to use it. Okay, if not, maybe on the upcoming section in the weekly trainings, I will cover more, okay, on pullback using the market stages. Okay, so this one, the trend line is already moving up. Okay, again, this is a big trend. Okay, sorry, this is a big range. Okay, like I said, some range is more narrow, some is wide. Okay, in this case here, this is wide. Okay, this range here is 34%. Right, so at the moment right now, it seems that they are in a weak uptrend. Okay, so price may move slowly. Okay, so but overall they are still in a very nice support, and they got lots of sunshine like spring NS. Okay, so of course if you want to trade on momentum one, you can focus this area. Okay, Zanali, hopefully I answer your questions. But at the moment this is an uptrend. Okay, a bit similar like CFM. Let's go into CFM. Okay, but this one they make a pullback with red pentagon. Okay, just that what's the counter? Chinwell didn't do a pullback with red pentagon. Okay, now this here got shakeout as well. Okay, nice shakeout. Okay, here nice pullback. Again, green pentagon goes up. All right. Okay, any other questions before we can close our section here today? Okay, do let me know what is the challenge that you have, okay, when you use the market stages and the trend line, okay, so that you know, I can address in this you know, this weekly trainings over here. Okay, so all right, if let's say there's no questions, then I will close my section here today. So with this, thank you, and I'll see you again next week.